Hello everyone, and welcome to another Top 5 Records video. Today is a very good day for Bruce Springsteen fans, because today Springsteen releases Nebraska the Expanded Edition. Now, that is not just any box set, because this contains Electric Nebraska, and this is something Springsteen fans have been waiting for decades. Why? Well, the story of Nebraska is a fascinating one. In the early 80s, Bruce Springsteen recorded 17 songs in his bedroom in New Jersey. Now, he took those songs, he went into the studio, and he recorded Nebraska, the record, with his band. But listening to the recording, he was unsatisfied. He didn't like the sound, he didn't think it caught the mood that well. So what did Bruce Springsteen do? He sent in the original bedroom demos, and these were the ones that got released on the record. Now, one of the early homemade recordings, or one of the first big professional homemade recordings, I know Todd Rundgren has done stuff like this, but I mean, in the world of Springsteen, on this scale, a grand release, and Nebraska's an awesome record. But a lot of people have been wondering, what do these original studio sessions with the band, the Electric Nebraska, sound like? Now, today we know. This 4-set box, Nebraska Extended, has loads of stuff, and I'm gonna be reviewing it. And I'm kicking off with the first disc. The first disc is interesting because it's not Electric Nebraska yet. These are demos. Early demos, opening with an acoustic demo of Born in the USA. This was also released as a single, I believe, on Spotify earlier. That is a different version of Born in the USA. Really different. For me, it's mostly historically interesting because I don't really get into the flow of the song. I think it's okay, but you notice that lyrically and the intentions of Springsteen, this is much more a protest song, a folk protest song. While lyrically, the end result still has that element of protest, but it's that synthesizer, the grandeur, that makes it a complete different song. And also rhythmically, it changed. This version, it's almost a different song than the second track, Loose in Kind. This demo, the second one here on the box, is Springsteen in his best shape, in my opinion. It doesn't sound like a rough demo like we heard on the Garage sessions from the Lost Tracks box set we got earlier this year. What a year for Springsteen fans, by the way. A film, about a year ago he released a documentary. We got 7 lost albums, and today another lost album in the shape of Electric Nebraska. I mean, damn, what a year. Back to Loose in Kind. It sounds really not as rough as these LA sessions, Garage sessions from '83. This to me sounds like a working full version, and it's really well developed. Loose in Kind is a very strong Springsteen song and recording. Then we get to Downbound Train. This really is the kind of demo in which you hear him searching. The song isn't there yet. Child Bride, another really good song and a really good recording. The 5th song, Pink Cadillac. I love it. This is really nice minimalistic stuff. Springsteen is finding an essence here and an edge. I love it. There's the song The Big Playback, but didn't really do it for me. Then we get to a very rough version of Working on a Highway, and this is really different stuff. It's fun to hear, but the end result is a lot better. On the Prowl, we hear him looking for a rock and roll vibe. Fun to hear, doesn't sparkle yet. Gun in Every Home. This is a really good song and a really good performance, good recording, good quality. I love it. And we get to the second disc, Electric Nebraska, opening with the title track Nebraska. And I honestly do believe this electric version with a band works really, really well. I do understand that he released the bedroom tapes for an overall vibe, but the opening track, Nebraska, sounds good. The band is there, and the band does create an atmosphere that helps the song. Really, it does. But then at the second song, Atlantic City, I have the opposite response. And I do notice why Springsteen left this version of the album behind. In this case, the bombast or the grand sound of the band, it's not fitting for this song. And he really made the right choice to go with the early demos. The third track, Mansion on the Hill. Great harmonica in the opening. I love this Electric Nebraska version of it. It's a lot more timid, and I really like it. 4, Johnny 99. I actually think that the Johnny 99 on Electric Nebraska is better than the official version, the one we hear on the original Nebraska album. The band and Springsteen, they are on fire, and the song needs it. I love the electric rhythm guitar opening and doing the first verse without drums and piano. Springsteen really has a vibe with his own rhythm guitar, with his own strumming. There is something going on there between him and his playing that I didn't really hear on other sessions. There's a certain dynamic within himself, especially electric here. That's fascinating. Johnny 99 rocks. Then we get to Downbound Train, and this is also really, really good. Springsteen and the band are on fire. Real crazy energy here. The sixth track, Open All Night. This is one of those instances in where the moment when the drums enter, it doesn't seem to make sense, really. Why add the speed? Why add this rhythm? It just doesn't feel the heart of the song. It doesn't really make sense to me. Track number 7, Born in USA. And even though we have the band here, it doesn't really work. It still sounds a lot like a demo. Perhaps it is because the final track from, well, the album with the same name, is such a big synthesizer hit that we all know it, that this doesn't seem to flow. I do understand that he left the song, because in the versions on this box set, it doesn't have that punch. You can hear the searching. The song isn't there yet. Then, the final track of Electric Nebraska, Reason to Believe. For me, same thing here. The drums really don't make sense. The rhythm, what it tries to add, what it tries to bring to the song, it's not good. And it lacks that beautiful, close energy, the intimacy of Springsteen singing at the end of every hard day they find a reason to believe. You know, it's such a deep emotional understanding, that song. And the drums blow it here. Obviously. Listening to Electric Nebraska, there are moments when I think, yeah, on fire. But a lot of songs, I also think, it doesn't take the essence of the song. And I think Springsteen made the right choice to release his home bedroom tapes. Still, 3 more discs to go. Another disc is Nebraska itself, which I think a lot of Springsteen fans or just music fans already have, so I'm not going to talk about that one. But there's something new, Nebraska Live. And I thought, that's going to be interesting. These are early live recordings. But no, this was a secret live show. A recent done secret live show. And I was really surprised when I heard that, starting it, that I heard Springsteen's voice was so much older. And then I searched an article on Rolling Stone and I saw that this was a special session in front of no audience. It was filmed. There's also a concert film of this in the box. But there's no audience, so they could do as many takes as they like. So how live is it really? Nevertheless, he nails it. When Nebraska opens and you hear the harmonica, the sound of it is stunning. And you also hear that Springsteen has become a much better harmonica player. He knows where he's going. He really takes, it's a very sharp focused harmonica, and I love that. Overall, this live version is really, really good. Springsteen as a vocalist, his voice has aged beautifully, and it's as if now, years after the original album, he somehow has another or perhaps a deeper understanding of this record. So this live disc, beautiful, beautiful edition. This box, it rocks. So I'm curious, what do you think? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Leave a comment below and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.